What's the big old deal? Just real quick, letting y'all know tomorrow I will be dropping another video. And what I'll be discussing is basically the whole county jail process for people that are, involved in a certain lifestyle. And, you know, the things that we got to go through, um, how we've normalized it, how the police contribute to it, how the police could correct it, um, and not just saying the police, but those who are in power, those who do have the power to make the corrections, but don't. Those who do have the knowledge of what's going on, but don't care, um, because it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people that um, they went through some things. They went through some things, and don't get me wrong, you know, in this lifestyle, you're gonna go through some things. When you're a part of this, you're gonna go through some things. But when you are brought to a facility or institution that's ran by the same people that's supposed to protect you, um, I would think that there would be some type of order. I would think that there would be some type of control. I would think that there would be some type of regulation. I would think that the things that take place wouldn't take place. And based on the fact that we are built for survival, most of us, um, based on the fact that, we are put through the things that we are put through before we even get to that point, um, you know, a lot of us do survive it, and like I say, we normalize it, and we don't look at it how we should. Now, like I said, I'm not gonna get all into it tonight, just giving y'all, you know, uh, just a brief introduction on what I'm gonna touch on tomorrow. But like I say, the corrections can be made, but they not. They have the means to do so, but they don't. And yeah. But besides that, like I said, I don't like to feed too much energy into negativity or into things that really don't, I should say, concern me. Um, but I do watch. I do watch uh, the things that go on the internet, like everybody else do, and I do have my opinions. Uh, do they matter? Uh, to most, no. To some, yeah. To me, of course. Uh, and with that being said, I just want to say, first and foremost, don't, don't, don't say that your goal is to make it to a certain destination, right? If your actions contradict that statement, if your actions contradict, and even your words at another point in time of you making certain statements contradict what you say your goal is. So if I had to be a little bit more clear on what I'm saying, if I'm saying that, oh, I want to go home, if I'm saying that I've changed my life, then there is no reason for me to say later on down the line, if I go home, I'ma smoke this nigga. If I go home, I'm riding around with big guns and doing this and that. Because that just don't coincide with each other. That just don't line up. That don't make no sense. Especially when you have to prove to a panel of people in order to make it to that destination, in order to make it home, basically. Because if they catch wind that your plan is to go home and do the total opposite of what you are trying to convince them that you're going home to do. If you say, oh, I want to go home, be a better man, I learned my lesson, this and that, but then they see you over in the cut talking about, I'm finna go home and ride around with big guns, and I wish the nigga would, because I'm going to blow his shit off and all this other shit. What you think gonna happen? You're not going home. So, to me, honestly, I can care less what the outcome is. And I say that because at the end of the day, I have a certain interest in certain individuals making it home. And I don't have a certain interest, and I don't have the same interest in other individuals going home. Because I will be man enough to say what a lot of others want, and I will say that there's a group of people that, like I said, I can care less what happens to them, and I don't feel like they deserve to make it to society. Because for one, they gonna make it bad for those who really are trying to go home and show that they've made those corrections and they made that change, and they not gonna do what this idiot did. Basically, you're gonna make it hard for us. So sad to say, and it is what it is, but certain individuals, I hope you don't go home. I really do. Because like I said, you're gonna mess it up for all the people that deserve to go home. If it's a guy that wanna go home and it's another guy that goes home, both were in the same situation, and the first guy to go home, he gets out, runs him up, kills somebody, rape somebody, do all type of crazy shit, rob people and all whatever. When it's time to consider for this dude that learned this lesson to go home, what you think is gonna happen? You think they gonna give him that shot with the shit that this first dude just did being in mind? No. So like I say, honestly, I can care less. And I hope that certain individuals don't make it home. Because like I said, all you're gonna do is make it bad for those who deserve to go home. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Something to think about. Something to think about, something to contemplate, something to have a conversation with. And in order to do so, you gotta open your mind, be unbiased, set your set your own personal views aside in order to consider other perspectives. But other than that, y'all have a blessed one out there. I want y'all to check out the channel, go through them videos. Just don't look at this video, just don't look at one video. Go through them, check them out, find time. I'm not asking for the views. I'm asking to be heard. I don't care about the views. I care about being heard. And like I say, if tomorrow my video made it to the right person, to the right ear, in order to make that change, then I'm good. I'm satisfied. You know, honestly, tell you the truth. After that, there's no reason to continue to do videos because the changes that I was looking for was made. So, once again, uh, you know, um, open your ears, open your mind, open your eyes, open your heart. You know, um, check out those videos, uh, and I want y'all to have a blessed one out there. I appreciate y'all.